Welcome to the Commanders Declassified podcast. This is our official draft plan 2.0. We're going to go through the picks and scenarios and tell you who we're going to end up with in the draft. And we're going to start right here as soon as I can figure out how we get this started. Okay. Click here to close. All right. So we have pick number 16. Eric, how's it going tonight?
It's going great. I'm going to trust you with our first round pick, so don't muck this up.
It's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. So, Brian, what's going on?
Not too much, man. I'm just waiting for this team to get sold, waiting for the draft, and I heard we got an awesome interview hopefully coming out soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to kick our draft off. Carolina Panthers are number 1 overall, and they are on the clock. Let's see who they are going to select. They went CJ Stroud. No true surprise there. You could have seen Bryce Young go number 1. You've heard things recently. Texans went with Bryce Young, number 2 overall. Christian Gonzalez, the cornerback that most Commanders fans wanted, went number 8 overall to the Falcons. Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle out of Georgia, went number 11 to the Titans. The Eagles picked up Myles Murphy. Jackson Smith and Jigba went to Green Bay, the wide receiver. How many years can they draft a wide receiver? I don't know. But pick number 16 is in. I'm on the board. We're going Hendon Hooker out of Tennessee. Yes, we get our quarterback of the future, and we're doing it tonight. Not everybody's going to love it, but you got to have a plan for the future. If you don't have a future quarterback, you don't have a chance in the postseason. Hendon Hooker, welcome to Washington. We're going quarterback in the first round. Now, Keely Ringo out of Georgia went to the Lions. Quentin Johnson, wide receiver TCU, to the Seahawks. Joey Porter Jr. went to the, I believe, Jacksonville Jaguars. This is moving too fast for my eyes. The Eagles came back and got Jahmyr Gibbs in the late first round. That would be a terrific pickup for them. Zay Flowers, wide receiver, Boston College, goes to the Vikings. And let's see, Cody Mock, offensive tackle, North Dakota State, went to the Packers. Derek Hall, edge, Auburn, went to the Patriots. We're up at 47. What are we doing?
All right. Well, you ruined our first round, so I got to fix this. My pick, Emmanuel Forbes, went off the board earlier in the second round. I'm very disappointed by that. I really, really would like him to join this team. He went to the Raiders there. Looks like at 38. He is my favorite fit for this team in this draft outside of Christian Gonzalez. I love Emmanuel Forbes, like the proverbial fat kid loves cake, even though he's a skinny kid and has never tasted cake in his life from the looks of him. But he's gone, so I need you to go over to the offensive tackles and let's take a look and see who's there. I need you to go to the guards. I'll do DeJuan Jones if I have to, but let's let me see and let me check my centers.
Oh, Vila's there.
John Michael Schmitz. There's my guy. We're taking the best center in the draft right there, Mr. John Michael Smith out of Ohio State University. A do-it-all center. He is our center for the next 10 years, protecting our quarterback who will eventually see the field in 2028.
Jalen Hyatt, who went 51 overall. Julius Brents went to the Bengals. Luke Musgrave, the tight end out of Oregon State, to the Eagles. The Eagles are having one heck of a draft. Jalen Jones, cornerback, Texas A&M, went to the Broncos. Tyler Scott to the Titans. Sam Laporta, tight end, Iowa, taken there. We have Jamie Robinson, safety, Florida State, to the Colts. Tank Bigsby, running back, Auburn, to the Buccaneers. Zach Kuntz, tight end, Old Dominion, to the Jaguars. Jaden Reed, wide receiver, Michigan State, to the Cowboys. Trey Palmer, wide receiver, Nebraska, to the Patriots. All right. We are up. Kendre Miller, my running back, went to the Cardinals. Roscoe Johnson, running back, Texas, went to the Chiefs. We are at 97. What are we doing here, GM Brian?
Go to running back and scroll down. If my guys there, keep going. Nope. I can't see. It looks like he's going.
We're in the 250s, man.
Yeah. Go to defense and go to edge rusher. Ron Rivera has been talking about edge rusher. I think that they want an edge rusher. And I say that you go with Isaiah McGuire out of Missouri. He is a 6'4", 6'5", 260-pound defensive end. He's explosive. He has some pass rush moves. He needs more pass rush moves, but he's certainly a guy who fits the mold of a Ron Rivera defensive end.
But we reached there by draft ranking standards. However, if the player is good, you get the good player. That's what you do in this league. You win with good players. So let's see. Carter Warren, offensive tackle, Pittsburgh, went to the Saints. Corey Trice Jr., cornerback, Purdue, went to the Patriots. Cameron Latou, tight end, Alabama, went to the Packers. I'm going back to actually, I'm going to go secondary here. Okay. We got options and we got needs. So this is a great time to take somebody out of the secondary. Mekhi Garner from LSU would be a good option here. A little bit of a reach based on draft rankings. But like I said, you need good players. Now, a guy that has fallen that would be of value at this point is Eli Ricks out of Alabama. He is going to be my pick at 118. We got to still, yes, we worked that board to perfection. Eli Ricks, cornerback, Alabama.
All right, cool. I was going to go corner next round, so glad you did.
All right, I got your back, man. Clayton Tune went to the Panthers, and Rashad Torrance II went to the Chiefs out of out of Florida. Let's see, Parker Washington, wide receiver, Penn State, to the Bears. So far, I think we're having a pretty solid draft. We took some risk with the early picks, but I think it's going to pay off big time. Now we're at pick 150. And we are on the clock. Where are we going?
All right. I need you to go to the tight ends, please.
You got it.
Let's see if my guy is there. Nope, my guy is gone. My kid out of I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these tight ends. Get them out of my face. Let's go over to wide receiver, please.
Ooh.
And I need you to find me a Mr. Rakim Jarrett. See if he's down there.
Ooh.
Eric Bieniemy is our. Rakim's gone too?
He's gone.
Eric Bieniemy is our offensive coordinator. Rakim Jarrett would be a perfect pick to fit with Eric Bieniemy. All right, let me go. We took a running back already, did we not?
No.
All right, let me go. Let's go defense. Let me take a look at the linebackers. Demarion Overshown right there, 132. That's my pick. They've had him in for a visit already this year. Super athletic linebacker. Can't wait to see him in the B&G. Burgundy and gold, that is.
That's a value pick. He was a 132nd ranked prospect. We got him in the 150s. I call that a win. All right. Let's see. Mike Morris, edge, Michigan. Can never go wrong with a Michigan player there. Jalen Graham, linebacker, Purdue, went to the Colts. Javon Hicks, safety, Cincinnati, went to the Giants. Habakkuk Baldonado went to the Bears. Andre went to the Chiefs. Max Duggan to the Buccaneers. And Terrell Smith to the Patriots. We are coming up here at pick number 193. Where are we going?
We didn't get a running back, so let's go offense.
Oh, we didn't get a running back? I thought we took a.
No,
my bad.
Yeah, there was a. If you go down to Deneric Prince, that is a guy. He's 6 foot, about 217, runs a 4.4. Very, very similar to Isaiah Pacheco in terms of burst. And, maybe a little bit bigger than him, but somebody who adds speed to our backfield.
Excellent. Good choice there. We need that speed. We need that versatility. Now, I, for one, am going to go ahead at 215. I'm taking Thomas Nkoum, edge, Central Michigan. He's a 4'6", 40 guy, has the motor of a Dodge Charger, just knows how to get to the football, knows how to create turnovers, and we need that in our defense. Thomas Nkoum is our pick. There we go.
Nice.
If he's there that late in the draft, you absolutely take him.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Should go.
233. Where we go?
Here we are back. Let me go back into my corners. Let me take a look at the Let's scroll down just a hair. All my guys are gone. Yep, all my guys are gone. Let me go to give me a safety, please.
You got it.
Oh, I hate them all. I hate them all. Let's go back to tight end. We haven't picked a tight end yet. There's got to be a value pick here at tight end.
Braden Willis. There he is.
Braden Willis. There he is. I don't want him.
320. He's a 320.
I hate them all. Give me a let's go back to quarterback. Captain Dadbod sitting there. Aiden O'Connell. He's got a built-in deal with New Balance, but I'm not taking him. Nope. Tommy DeVito. Nope. Don't like any of these guys either. This is just the worst case scenario for me. Let's go back to defense. I'm going to take another edge rusher because you can't go wrong with an edge rusher.
That'll be a third one this draft.
You're right. That would be it. Go to defensive tackle because we're taking a defensive tackle.
Got to get one.
We're taking a defensive tackle. I've actually done no research on my defensive tackles. Give me a kicker.
Yeah,
find me a kicker.
You got it. Man.
Give me 314. That just makes me so sad. Go back to wide receivers. The clock's got to be running out. Somebody's coming up to take our pick. Man. It's happening. I can barely even read these. I'm so old. Dude, I have not done any research on. Wow, thank you.
You got to get Jadakiss Bond just
because we missed out on Rakim. We can at least get Jadakiss.
Yeah, we need one rapper in the.
we need one hip hop superstar.
Oh man, no half stepping. All right,
yeah.
And I believe that is going to conclude our picks.
Was there a Big Daddy Kane in the? Did I miss a Kane somewhere? There was a Big Daddy Kane. I'm taking a.
Well, we got to do a smoother one than this.
Is there a Christopher Wallace in this list?
Christopher Wallace.
He went in the first round.
Yeah, he's
all right. Let's take a look at our draft here, guys. I think we really nailed this. we let's talk about what we missed too. So we got Hendon Hooker at 16. We got John Michael Schmitz, offensive center, at 47. We got Isaiah McGuire, the edge, at 97. Eli Ricks out of Alabama. DeMarvion Overshow at linebacker. Deneric Prince at running back. Thomas Nkoum, the edge, and Jadakiss Bonds, wide receiver.
He's a Hampton kid too.
Yes, he is.
I'll take a Hampton kid.
No offensive tackles. Guys, if we have this draft, are we keeping our jobs?
No, because we took Hendon Hooker at 15.
Yeah. Josh Harris came down from the office almost in Dan Snyder fashion and fired all of us right there on the spot.
Yeah, I was hoping one of the offensive tackles was going to be one of the top offensive tackles was going to be left, but it looked like they were all gone. The kid from Tennessee, that's who I was looking for there, who I was hoping to be. Was it Wright? I can't remember what his name is.
Darnell
if I'd seen it, I would have. Darnell Wright, yeah, from Tennessee. Wasn't there. That's a consolation, though. John Michael Schmitz is the best center in the draft, so I like that pick quite a bit. I like Isaiah McGuire in round 3 as well.
Eli Ricks is a solid pick there, too.
I'm going to say this up front. I don't hate. I know I sound like I hate Hendon Hooker. I just hate that pick at 16. It doesn't make any sense for this team to draft that quarterback, but nothing against Hendon Hooker. I think he's going to be a fine player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the middle part of our draft, was really solid. If we walk away with this, we did well. We just didn't address our key needs in the front.
We certainly strengthened the pass rush because we got a whole bunch of edge rushers. So I think that anytime you can take something that's a strength and make it even stronger, that's what the Eagles have been doing on their defensive line and their offensive line. They've just been adding to those units. And I think we did that here with these edge rushers. So to me, while it might seem excessive, I still think that's you can't go wrong doing that, adding to something that you're already strong at, getting better.
Yeah, and actually Eli Ricks in round 4, the more I look at it, the more I like it. If he's there, that's a pretty sound pick. There was another corner I liked right behind him, Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson. He's a shorter slot type guy. I really like him. He was right behind Ricks, but I think Ricks is probably a better player overall for him. So that's not a terrible pick at all.
No.
Yeah. And we strengthened our quarterback room. All right, I'm going to start a new sim, and we're going to go through this one more time. And because
Ryan gets the first pick this time.
if it's good,
Ryan hasn't had first pick yet.
Never. Next time he gets the first
Next
pick.
time
It's my first pick
next
all
week he
night
gets
long.
first. Okay. All right, we'll keep the same order.
Here we go.
No, wait, hit fast on that though. Hit fast.
That way it'll go
yeah.
faster.
Hit fast.
You got it.
And
There we
7 rounds. No, you only did
First
one round.
overall pick. CJ
You
Stroud,
only did-
number 1. Bryce Young, number 2.
We're gonna have to
Peter
restart this.
Skoronski.
Yeah.
Yep, this does not count.
You didn't even pick your team.
I know. I was too busy trying to hit fast. That's what went wrong.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, 7 rounds.
Right.
Nope. Pick your team. 7 rounds. There we go. Close the
Yeah.
pop-ups.
All right, here we go. Number 1 overall, CJ Stroud. Number 2, Bryce Young. Number 3, Christian Gonzalez. Number 4, Anthony Richardson. Jackson Smith and Jigba went number 12 to the Texans. Joey Porter Jr. went to the Patriots at 14. Cam Smith out of South Carolina went to Green Bay. We, my friends, Bijan Robinson is on the board, but you know what? You know what we need? No, we need to go cornerback because that's such a significant need for us. I'm not buying the Deontay Banks hype from the local product. I'm going number Keely Ringo out of Georgia. He's 22 overall on the rankings, but I think he's a much better player than that. We're going Keely Ringo. We are at 47. Who are we taking?
All right, 47. Can you give me the tackles, please? See if one of my guys is here. Cody Mott. Do I want a North Dakota State guy?
He's not a tackle anyway. He's going to be a guard.
Yeah, he's going to be a guard. You're right. No, I don't like any. Let's go guard. And then let's check center and see if my guy Schmidt's there. If he's there, I'm taking him too. Yeah, let's go back to guard, and we're going to take Steve Avila or Avila. I haven't yet figured out how to pronounce his name. Like him a lot. He's a plug-and-play guard, day 1 starter for us.
Out of TCU. Okay. Tank Bigsby went to the Cardinals. Jamie Robinson, safety out of Florida State, went to the Eagles. Andre Carter II. Is that the Andre Carter II out of Army? He went to the Panthers. 97. We are on the board.
Let's go to tight end. Check that out real quick. I don't like any of those guys. Go to running back. All right, go down. Keep going. Keep going a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Go up and get Tajay Spears.
Tajay's there.
All right. Looks like we're drafting about a round early, Brian. You don't care though, right?
On my board, he's much higher. These rankings here are baseline and they're for the beginner level. So my board, he's much higher than that. And that's what I'm going by. Like the rankings on here, they are what they are. But the guys I pick, I have much higher than probably other people.
All right. So that means we have some holes to fill at 118. And I am going to assess what our needs are the most. We need a tight end, but there are none here that I love. And I just can't stomach another year of hoping Logan Thomas is healthy. But I just don't want to reach Cameron. The 2, yeah, he has some potential, just not what I'm looking for there. So I'm going to fill out our quarterback room. And I am going Dorian Thompson Robinson, quarterback, UCLA. This guy is going to shoot up the draft boards on draft night. I think he is a very solid pick and a very solid player with the potential to be a very good starter in this league. Dorian Thompson Robinson nailed it. All right. We are at pick 150. Say what?
What round are we in?
Round 4?
What?
Oh,
5.
4? Okay.
4 or 5. Can't remember.
Round 5.
Oh,
round 5, yeah. DTR is a solid pick. Don't hate him. He's kind of a, to me, he'll end up as a good backup for a long time. We don't need another quarterback. Who did you take, Brian? My internet was crapping out on me.
I took Tajay Spears.
Nice.
Very versatile, explosive running back.
All right. And we're looking at, let's go with, can we take a look at tight ends, please?
It's rough.
Nope, don't like any of these. Yeah, this is slim pickings at this point. I was looking for Zach Kuntz maybe around round 4, but he wasn't around there. DeMarvion's there. I took him last time. Do I want to take him again? He's still the top rated player on the board.
Trey Dean
on defensive.
Cam
Trey
Curl
Dean
Jr.
is there. I do like Trey Dean.
He's a Cam Curl Jr.
Yep. And we're going to need a replacement. I'll take Trey Dean. That's a good call. We'll go with that. We do need a Cam Curl replacement soon because I don't think he's getting paid $20 million a year next year.
All right. Yaya Diaby went to the Falcons. Kobe Wooden went to the Rams. Jalen Moreno Cropper went to Fresno State. We are at pick number 193. What are we doing here?
Is this me?
Yeah, I think it's you, buddy.
I think it's Ali.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Oh no, it is Brian.
Yeah, it's
Is it?
Brian.
No, he went. No, it's Brian. It's Brian. It's Brian.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Let's go defense and let's go edge rusher. I don't think we've gotten one in this draft. And edge. Oh, our guy is there. Thomas Income. Select him. I think said it the best. He is a Ron Rivera guy, 6'4", 260, motor that doesn't stop, explosive pass rush moves. Let's get him. We need more of it.
Let's make it happen. All right, pick 215, which is my birthday, by the way. Look at that. All right. So I saw a wide receiver here for the Liberty University, and Liberty University wide receivers never go wrong. So
No.
I'm going to stay away from that. I love you, Liberty University, just not interested this year. I am going to look at what we can do to be best as a franchise and a football team, which means I'm going to go offense because this is an offensive league, and I am going to go Puka Nacua out of BYU. He is going to be our wide receiver at 210, and if you don't know anything about him, don't worry, neither do I. I just like the name. Puka Nacua is going at 210.
Very nice. All right, so let's go back to our. We took a running back already.
Yep. Did we get a center?
Defense? We did not get a center yet. Let's take a look at the centers. Actually, Brian's like my the angel on my shoulder, reminding me what I should pick. Nope. Nope. Let's go back to defense. Let's go to linebacker. Cam Jones, Indiana. I had him in my mock. He's a 2-down linebacker for sure. He's an inside linebacker. He is a straight ahead, will run through a gap and blow everything up. Cam Jones out of Indiana. That's my guy.
John Bostic 2.0.
Yeah, but a young John Bostic.
There it is. All right, so that is our draft. So we ended up with Keely Ringo, Steve Avila, Tajay Spears, the running back, Dorian Thompson Robinson, the quarterback, UCLA, Trey Dean, safety from Florida, Thomas and Edge. Why you we still for 2 consecutive. But we got a lot stronger in our secondary. We did help support the offensive line, though I don't think we got a starter at center in this draft, which is a major miss. Tajay Spears is a good pick at running back. Dorian Thompson Robinson gives us hope for the future. And Thomas Nkoum, the wonderful edge rusher, will.
Well, I think if you look at Ringo starter, who's our second pick?
Steve Avila was our second pick.
He's a starter. Tajay Spears is going to get plenty of playing time because it's going to be by committee at running back. Trey Dean, we love to use safeties. He will play. Dorian's not going to play this year. Thomas Income will be in a rotation. He'll get to play because we play our backup defensive ends in the first quarter for some reason. They rotate those guys in. So we got a lot of guys who are going to contribute early, even if they're not starters. They're going to play a lot. That's the first top half of our draft here. There's a lot of contributors, a lot of early contributors too.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of skill positions early on on the offensive side of the ball, but I think that could be realistic given that what we have with the wide receiver core. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty realistic draft for from this perspective. Really, the whole linchpin for our entire draft is what happens at 16. Because 16 is going to dictate whether or not this is a good draft. And I know it sounds obvious with your first round pick, but man, if we don't get the right player at 16, it kind of feels like nothing else is going to matter, you know?
And what would if they get a tackle, corner, and what else would be ideal situation at 16?
I mean, really tackle and corner. I just it's and those are boring picks. The corner not necessarily boring, but just it's not the thrilling pick. But we got wide receivers. You can't take one there, right? You if Bijan Robinson's there at 16, you have to consider that. But otherwise, defensive line, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do edge rusher at this point in time at 16. I don't believe. So, yeah, I think it's offensive tackle or it's going to be a cornerback.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be one of those two, but I've got a bad feeling that edge rusher is going to come somewhere here. It could be the second round, like we saw Mathis. I think we all thought we were going to get a defensive tackle last year. I just don't think any of us thought it was going to be in the second round last year. And I almost feel like this is going to be a carbon copy, but except for the defensive end, for the edge rusher. Do we need to add an edge rusher? Absolutely. Do I think it might come earlier than what we all expect? I unfortunately think so. And I wonder if second round could be, we're thinking, okay, center or, corner, depending on what we do in the first round. And then here comes Ron and edge rusher. Like I've got a bad feeling that that may happen.
Yeah, you're right, man. Like that's certainly a possibility. And again, it's not going to be the draft that you walk away from feeling like, hey, we obviously got a lot better until you see the guys playing and the guys moving around within this offense. And I think one of the big X factors to this whole thing is what Eric Bieniemy wants to do. We still don't know the answer to that question yet, right? We still don't know how Bieniemy is going to differ from Andy Reid and what he did, or what Bieniemy is going to look like on his own merits outside of that, and therefore how he wants to shape his football team and what he wants to tackle, things like that. So I think there's a little bit of mystery there that could really influence the draft, and that's a factor I don't think we're talking about enough.
Yeah, I think, and I wonder too, like with Bieniemy, like I think we're going to see the same concepts they used in Kansas City. I think my question is, Andy Reid's heavy pass. He's always been heavy pass from his days in Philly. It was always heavy pass. And I wonder if it will be more balanced with Bieniemy. I mean, all the West Coast RPO, all those things I think are going to be the same. We're going to use a lot of them, but is it going to be a heavy pass lean or is it going to be more 50-50? Because that's what Ron wants. We all know Ron wants 50-50, but hey, look, short, quick passes. How long have we been talking about that for this offense, which I think we're going to see a ton of this year. And I think that'll help this offense so much. But I think for me, that's the biggest thing. Like, what will it kind of focus on? Is it going to be all pass or heavy pass like we've seen Kansas City, or we're going to go more of a balance, similar concepts with what Kansas City ran, but just a little bit more balance? I think for me, that's the big question.
Yeah, and Ron doesn't want 50-50. He wants 70-30 run versus pass. But
he does.
There is very little I hate more than a horizontal passing game. I can't stand it, but it needs to be a part of what we do because NFL teams are using that to be successful.
Yeah.
I would much rather see us effectively run the ball, have a playmaker running back in the backfield, and then throw deep than see us go sideways up the field. You remember the first year of Scott Turner? That's all we did was throw the ball laterally. Well, the first when we had Mark Brunell with Joe Gibbs, it was like every pass is going sideways. So I don't want to see that necessarily, but if we can get creative with how we implement that, then I think I'm on board for that. The key is like, do we have the personnel to support that? And I think that's where we really need to improve with our athleticism among our offensive line.
Yeah, and I think the problem with Scott Turner's horizontal pass was that none of it was in time. None of it was timing. We've got fast wide receivers who can catch the ball in stride and then run after the catch. None of what Scott Turner was doing was in time or within rhythm. So yeah, you got this sideways horizontal pass, but that was it. We got tackled for like a 2-yard gain or a 3-yard loss. And I think with the horizontal pass game, the quick game that you see like in West Coast, like Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, is you're going to get a guy who catches it. It may catch it at 2 yards, but he's going to catch it with space to run up for 10 more yards after that, and that'll be the key, is that timing on there. So I mean, we see it all over the NFL. At some point we got to start doing it. Like it can't just be everybody else who does it and it works for them. We've got to be able to do that too.
No, I agree with that completely and entirely. All right, well, this has been our mock draft 2.0 draft strategy, draft plan 2.0. Brian, as always, man, good doing this with you. Everybody, if you're watching and listening, subscribe, leave in the comments what you think we should do, including how much you love that Hendon Hooker pick at 16. I know you're not going to say anything about that, right? But thanks for checking us out, man. We'll see you next time. Peace.